guys, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. This is series 2 of our engine-based series. So what we did last time was started adding, like we installed the filler neck, we started removing all the bolts, replacing them with new bolts, we started putting in all the hard lines where they were, motor mounts, everything. So next what we're going to be doing is finishing the placement of everything that we're going to end up needing inside the engine bay before we put the motor. We might in this episode remove the subframe, take the subframe to go get powder coated, or get things prepped for powder coating. We'll make a pile of parts that we might need to get powder coated anyway, but you know, go from there. But before we do that, I just got in touch with one of the MR2 guys that is selling me basically a whole interior for $150. I think it's perfect. So you never know when you're gonna need it. I could use some of the parts for this one. So hey, guess what? Let's go get this and move on. All right, guys. So I literally just picked up a whole bunch of stuff from a good guy named Dan. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much. But I just picked up some cool parts. I mean, a lot of parts that could be used in this build and for future builds, all for a good price. So, I mean, I couldn't beat it, so I decided to get it. These are all of them. I mean, you could barely make it out, but this is a CRV and it's almost touching the ceiling. So, thank you again, Dan. We also spoke about, you know, he wants to sell his MR2, so I might just have another MR2 on the channel. So let's get back to this garage and get to it. All right, guys. So we made it back finally. An hour and a half later, we finally made it back. But I'm going to start unloading this stuff. As you can see, it's super cold here in Chicago still. Freezing cold. And it's snowing. So let's get this stuff out of the car and check it out. Look at this. All this stuff. I mean, I got cushions. I even got some I don't know if they're JDM, but the suede, like Alcantara or whatever you want to call it, and leather seats covers. Like, these things are really good. As you can see, condition is super good. Look at even it's great. It's carpets are good. I got a full dash. I mean, it's way better than what this one looks like, so it might change with that. I got the door cards for the Alcantara. See right there. So let's start unloading this stuff and check it out in the garage. So here goes all the stuff. We have maybe every interior panel. We have literally everything that is for a sunroof car. We have the dash here. Pretty good condition, as you can see. It's really not that bad. Can use some epoxy to stick little pieces, but this is great. These bolsters are still good. We got some lifting here, but I think this one's easier than that other one, the one that's on here would be. But we got these awesome suede, and as you see, the conditions are amazing. There you go. Check it out. This is sweet. I mean, perfect leather headrests. I mean, the condition of these are amazing as well. As you can see there. Got a little bit of stuff, but this is all fixable. So this is going to be great. This is going to be an awesome thing. Let's see. We have here the e-brake, the actual steering wheel. This is the back box that has everything. Look, we even got an ashtray here. So
That's great. Got a lot of parts, a lot of good things. We have a sunroof roof carpet or roof liner. We have the glove box. We have also 2 doors. I mean, I can't complain. Look at, we got the whole seating thing. I really can't complain, guys. This is a good deal. And you'll never guess, I got it all for $150. Like literally $150. Dan, I want to tell you thank you again for everything. But let's get to this car. All right, guys. So next on the agenda is to set up the fuse box and harness. We will be moving those to the trunk of the car. So it goes from the kicker panel all the way back down under the carpet, up through here. Sits, attaches to a few things back here, speakers and the defroster up there. Comes back around, goes into the engine bay, comes out through here. I'm going to try to follow it up here, possibly putting it in here, because the engine bay or the engine harness goes through here. Both holes are open on the other side, which then I will relocate the fuse box up here somewhere, so the fuse box is not in the engine bay, so we can maximize the amount of space that we have, which would be good because I want it to look like if there's really no wires in this bay. Got the carpet. Ended up cleaning the carpet. It's not as clean as I would like it, but it's clean. It doesn't stink. The last owner put the transmission in the trunk because there was no other space, and it kind of leaked in here. So it had that weird, nasty transmission fluid smell, but I cleaned it up really good. Works really, I used like I don't know what it was, like a shout or something, and it worked perfect. Still got some stains, not too worried about it. The cardboard in the back is not too bad of condition. It's still a little wet down here. Oh, actually it's not. That's probably from the transmission fluid. But it's pretty clean. We have the base that goes down here. So this is the base cardboard that sits down here to give it some type of structure. So not too bad, but here we go, guys. Let's get it. So guys, just to kind of give you a little clip on what I've done so far, I ran the fuse box, started in the trunk, running it towards the front of the car. This is kind of how it looks right now. Just one solid wire. That wire, I think I'm going to decorate it as well with gold wrap just to keep the theme going. But it goes directly into the firewall there. So I'm going to do my best to try to hide that line there. But I mean, if it's just that line, I really don't mind because everything else on here seems to be pretty tucked. This is going to go straight to the firewall, this all right here, so I'm not too worried about that. So it'll be nice and tucked. Now let's go down to the rear firewall. So this is kind of what I did. I entered it right in through here. There's a rubber grommet here. After entering it in through here, started plugging up everything putting things in their spots. We got the window defroster, and then we have the rear tail light. This one that goes up here. That then connects to the third brake light. Right here, I still got a couple things that I gotta screw in. Put a couple things, one there. It's just a ground, I believe, that goes there. Let me get you guys some light. So yeah, so this ground, I believe, goes there. This gets pushed back a little bit, kind of tuck it away. So you see the way that this power, I don't know, I'm not sure if the power, I don't know what white and black means, but I know it goes here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed everything in here, bring it right down here, plug everything up where it belongs, and that's it, and then we'll be good to go. As far as the kicker box harness, so there's a metal piece that connects to these, and it'll be good to go from there. So let's get that done right now. As you see, it hit away pretty well. Super simple. I gotta do something about the seatbelt. Super simple. Looks nice. Hit it away. I did not plug anything up just yet, just in case I gotta do some adjustments and pulling back or forward or something like that. But it is in, guys. We're gonna move on to the next thing. So we have the box, or the fuse box, up and to the side. That's kind of where it's going to sit. Just because what's going to happen is that I'm going to put the carpet in, and the rest of all these cords and stuff would be hidden more so under the carpet, and whatever plugs that we're going to use, This is the 5S ECU that we're not going to use. I have the over there, right there, the ECU for the 5th gen. So immobilizer was removed and stuff like that, so that's going to be perfect for that. But as of right now, what we're going to do is probably install this carpet. Prior to installing the carpet, we are going to change this ECU out and go from there. All right, let's do it. So right now, what I'm going to end up doing is removing these brackets and putting them on here. There are spaces, I don't know if you can tell, there are spaces for you can see kind of divots in the cover-up tape, where you can screw in these screws here into those spots. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to at least get 2 mounts, or 2 brackets on there, so then we can at least mount it up here and go from there. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we have the ECU already mounted. The only bad thing is I was only able to mount it by 1 bolt. I didn't realize how wide this ECU is, so I had to remove the fuse box that I had up here. We'll mount the fuse box back up later once we actually have everything set in here with every single wire we need. So far it's coming out pretty good. This is pretty sturdy on there. I'm not too worried about it falling or anything like that. We got a couple other things here that we have to mount. Like I think I'm going to try to mount it somewhere, I don't know, maybe up here, or like, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out, but if I can mount it somewhere nice, I can have it home, I will. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do now is kind of go into the engine bay and try to decorate that with some heat tape, just so then it can match the theme. And I'm going to see if I can find a way how to tuck it as far back as I can and out of the view. So let's try that. Alright guys, I have completed the wire harness heat tape wrapping. It looks pretty good. I got it from the firewall to the rear firewall, just in the area because the turbo is going to be on this general vicinity. I don't want to necessarily get anything burnt or anything like that. Not that the turbo is going to be super hot or crazy, and this close to the wire harness. It's better safe than sorry, and I've been sorry plenty of times. And I'm not going to do it this time. So next what I'm going to be doing is adding or removing a couple different things. But I was going to heat tape the throttle cable. But I'm not going to heat tape the throttle cable until I have the motor in here and stuff like that. It'd be a little bit easier for me, just so I know how far I have to heat tape it. I don't want to have to heat tape it all the way and waste heat tape. So that end is looking good. This end is looking good. The whole bay is looking pretty good. So on point and stuff.
Hey guys, this is going to conclude today's episode. I first and foremost want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you for watching and continue watching. This build is getting really good. So on the next episode, what we're going to be doing is actually removing the subframe and getting the real preparation ready for the motor to slip on right in. So we're going to do things like drop the subframe. We're going to install our flywheel, clutch, and all that other fun stuff. Probably mount the transmission to the 5th gen and go from there and start our mocking things up and kind of lifting the motor into its proper position. So let's get it, guys. Thank you again for watching. This is Nasty Addiction. We build differently.